Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. We welcome to our online teaching academy Ekkalaiva. Hi children. Yeah, are you eager to see what happened next? Yeah, shall we move to the lesson? Shall we continue? Before moving to the lesson, let me tell you the story again. Okay, shall we recall? Yes. See, once there was a wise ruler called Akbar. Okay, he fell ill and his Hakims came to see him. Okay, and one of his Hakim told to take a medicine and another Hakim told to take rest. Okay, but Akbar felt bored. He asked, he was so bored. Okay, it is better to take bitter medicines, but it is difficult to stay in bed. So what they decided, Hakims decided to call the storyteller and they started telling stories. Then too he was not happy. First he was happy, then he became upset. Okay, so what happened? They are deciding to find a solution for this problem and they are calling Birbal. Okay, now shall we move to the lesson? What happened next shall we see? Okay, yeah, what is the name of the lesson children? The never ending story, and this is part 2. Okay, yeah, and class 3 prose, English prose. Okay, yes, see here once again I will explain. Okay, once Akbar fell ill, his Hakims came to see him. Okay, what do you mean by Hakims? Hakims is nothing but doctors. Okay, in olden days they called doctors as Hakims, but nowadays we are calling as doctors. Okay, and who are the characters children? Who are the characters of the story? Hakims 1, Hakim 2 and storyteller Akbar, then Birbal. Okay, yes. That evening, Birbal went to Akbar and started his story. What happened? They are calling Birbal to say the story, no? So that evening, Birbal went to see Akbar, okay, to tell the story. Akbar, what happened then? Birbal, the birds made their nest in it. The tree had many branches. Baby birds were safe in their nest. Every morning, the birds flew out to look for food. Okay, what happened? Birbal came to see Akbar, no, and he started saying the story. Okay, once there was a jungle, okay, big forest, and in that forest there was a big huge tree. What was the tree? What was the name of the tree? People tree. Okay, what was the name of the tree? People. The name of the tree is People tree. Okay, it was very huge tree. Okay, and many birds came there and it lived in it. Okay, Birbal started saying the story like this. Then Birbal, the birds made their nest in it. The tree had many branches. Baby birds were safe in their nest. Every morning the birds flew out to look for food. And you can find out the word flew. This is past tense of fly is flew. Okay, fly is present tense and this is past tense. Okay, you have to check like this when you are learning the prose children. The past tense of the present tense of fly is flew. Okay, and they started saying the story little bit. See, for example, once there was a forest and in that forest there was a huge tree and the name of the tree is People tree and many birds lived in it. Okay, and one by one it is coming and building the nest and laying the eggs. Like that he started saying, and every morning the birds flew out to look for food. And Akbar, how many birds went there? Okay, how many birds were there in that tree is asking. Okay, then Birbal is replying 500. In the morning one bird flew out. Brrr. Okay, like that he is explaining because he want Akbar want the story not to end. So he is adding the story one by one, each and everything. Okay, minute thing also is adding. And Akbar, then what happened? Birbal, then the second bird flew out. Brrr. Akbar, what next? Next what happened? Like that he is adding. Birbal, the third bird flew out. Okay, purr. Then Akbar, what happened after that? One by one he is asking. Okay, first what he asked, how many birds were there in that tree? 500. And first what happened? One bird. What happened next is asking. For that what he is replying? One bird flew out. Okay, how it is flying? Purr, like that is adding. Then the fourth bird flew away. Purr. Akbar, oh Birbal, how many more birds? Okay, he was just upset and he is asking, how many more birds? Still how many birds? Tell me, what happened next? Birbal, my king, there are 496 birds left. Okay, what Birbal is replying? Still 496 birds were there. The fifth bird flew away. Purr. Okay, Akbar, stop that. Tell me what happened after they all flew away. Okay, he stopped, he was not having patience. Okay, Akbar was not having patience to listen to the long story. So he is telling, you just stop that story. Okay, I want the answer. How many birds still flied away? What happened next? Like that he was asking. Okay, Birbal, how can I do that? 500 birds fly away every morning. Purr, purr, purr. It takes very long. Then they come back one by one. Then they feed their babies. What Birbal is telling? How can I end the story, my majesty? There are 500 birds and one by one each bird is going and searching the food and it is coming back again, and second bird is going flying away, then it is searching for food, and third bird is flying away again and it is searching for the food and it is returning. Like that 500 birds are there. So still I have to say like that. Okay, then they feed their babies. Birbal, then they fly out again and again, come back to rest in the evening. How can I tell you what happened after that? Okay. Akbar had no answer to that. He realized that it was silly of him to ask for a story that did not end. What do you mean by silly, children? Silly is nothing but foolish. Okay. Silly means foolish. Now only Akbar realized that it was very foolish to think, okay, to ask the storyteller to say the story without end. So he realized that, okay, he realized that it was silly of him to ask for a story that did not end. He stopped asking for stories and soon got well again. Okay, who wrote this prose? Vinita Khanna. Okay, thank you, children. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates.